never had the guts to get out from under the damn table since.
I know.
Okay, I just went live. Just
Live!
this second.
Just right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going live.
Get me out of here.
Are you going for figure drawing tomorrow?
She just said she has other obligations Thursday night.
Oh, did I ask you a few times and I wasn't really listening?
He was painting. It's okay.
What happened during COVID? Because I read the rules, when you couldn't meet with anybody and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then regular number 2 said, except mutual support groups, by which I think they probably meant Alcoholics Anonymous or something like that. And I said, great. So we had this group of friends, and we said, we're a mutual support group. We're preventing ourselves from going nuts.
No, true.
So we started meeting every single Thursday night through the whole thing. Not the same family, not nothing, just a group of friends.
Yeah.
When restaurants were closed, we ordered food in.
Yeah.
As soon as it opened, we went out.
Yeah.
Been doing it ever since.
Yeah. That's really
Thursday
nice.
nights are
That's really
are nice.
sweet though. That's nice. That's a nice thing.
And some of us got COVID and everybody lived.
That's good.
That's
Is it
good.
home? Or you're not going to wait?
That's cool.
Some of us
Do you wanna buy it?
are The Walking Dead problem.
Yeah. How much?
$1,000.
Anyhow,
Doesn't
so
sound.
Thursday
I'll
nights
put
are
it at a high opening bid if it doesn't sell. You can have it. Or do you actually want it? You don't have to take it just because I said you want it.
Did you keep that one? Did you keep that one I wanted for a housewarming?
No.
No?
No. Sold it to you.
What?
Did I sell it?
The fire one?
That's the wrong ear.
Yeah, why are you saying this? I said I sold it.
Oh.
That has just been driving this tractor.
Secret? Okay.
I sold it to her mom who wants to give it to you for a housewarming.
And I'm that surprised.
You fucked it up.
I was like, no. Sorry.
It was weird because she said no. You're gonna spoil the surprise by saying no. When do you find out about your suite?
Welcome to Jessica's life.
When do you find out about your suite? Whether you get a suite?
Uh,
You should contact them again. Just
In
let them know
a
you're so
week.
eager. Okay.
because they said first week of July. So let me know.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to let them know you're still looking.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be pestering them.
Oh, no, I will. Just I'm gonna wait until the day that they said they'd get back to me.
Right. Good idea.
At least the
Because he
first
wanted
day.
to travel Australia after he graduated, but
You guys know?
he was
Okay.
license, but he's allowed to drive a
Yep.
tractor, so he just hopped on the tractor and was like, I'm seeing Australia.
Okay. Okay. So I shared. Are we live?
I think so.
Okay. So we are live and we are sharing. Why is it so important to share it, Teru?
Because that's the only way people are going to buy the artwork. Otherwise, people won't buy the artwork. I mean, there's some people here, but I didn't want them to have the weight of the entire Rumble House on their shoulders.
The weight is not all on your shoulders.
So if you're here and you can share the link, we would greatly appreciate it. If you're at home and you can share the link, what's really funny is we write all over here, share the link, and then there are so many super dutiful people that share the link throughout the week. They're like, it's 5 days later, and they're like, oh, I see, share, and then they click share. I'm like, why? That was from 5 days ago. So I don't think it hurts us to get the exposure,
Right?
But it sure
It's
helps if you share the
Still
live
super
link.
cute, yes.
To share the live link while it's still live. That helps us so much.
And it helps local artists because we sell local art that has been made tonight and this past week. So we are going to pull the pieces up.
Also, can I tell you this?
Yes.
Jess and I just finished our 200th day of teaching this year, and then we have 60 days off.
Yay!
So the next 8 Rumbles, we're going to be so fun compared to the last few Rumbles.
We're going to be
Like, here comes
Like-
Mr. Fun Guy next week. Today I'm still a little burned out, but boy, next week I better be fun.
and maybe we'll meet new people on the street that we can
Yeah.
get in here. Physically.
So when it gets really slow in the summer, well, it never gets slow in the summer times, but if I really want to build up for next year, one of the things I can do is I go out in a gorilla suit at noon and I just hand out invitations to the Rumble House, which is like, I have two pockets. One pocket says an invitation to the Rumble House. The other pocket says, yes, it's warm in this suit. Because that's the same joke everybody, oh, is it warm in that suit? It's like, yeah.
Yes.
It's
Incredibly
30
warm.
degrees outside the suit and I'm wearing a black gorilla suit and it's like 2 fur coats.
Also, we started figure drawing. So Thursday evening, 7 to 9 o'clock, we do figure drawing, and it's a drop-in. Yay!
And we had a vote on the first night, and everybody voted for $20 for a drop-in fee. If you don't have $20,
Yeah.
please don't feel like you can't come. We will
We are an
figure
inclusive
something
space.
out.
Yeah, just talk to us.
That's tomorrow. When?
7
7 to 9. Are you
9.
coming? It'd be great if you came. Sky's coming. Sky hasn't dropped.
Yeah, Kelly. There's lots of space. There's also a backwards facing chair.
Where's the backwards chair?
Beside the chair.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant one of these was turned around. Like,
That would be
Bro.
super funny.
bro,
That's the oppositional chair.
your chair's backwards?
Yeah, just like I'm here, but I'm watching the wall, not looking at the arm.
I do know this. In the management courses, when you're talking about like learning how to hire and fire people, one of the old tactics, I don't know if they still use this tactic, but one of the old tactics was on a day that you had to let somebody go, you'd go to the parking lot and see who was backing into their parking spot. Because if they're taking extra time to back into the parking spot so that they could get out early, they weren't a keeper.
Oh, that's interesting.
Have I never
Jeez,
told you
I
that?
know, I
so many
haven't.
times.
I'm gonna
The
zoom out
employee
of
that-
here.
That's backing into their stall so they can escape quickly is the one you don't want to keep.
That's interesting. I always back into the stall.
You will not be
But
kept.
it's
Actually, if you haven't seen Galen Drive, it looks like he was taught by Starsky and Hutch. And I think, I'm not sure if it's partly generational, partly that he grew up in Saskatchewan. He's just so excited to make a
I want to be
left-hander.
around.
And then the other thing is that I've known this guy for, I think, I'm going to say around 15 years. It might be closer to 12 years. How long have I known you, Galen?
It's over. It's
15
probably
years?
15.
I've been in his car as often as you've been in any of your friends' cars for 15 years. For 15 years, he's been listening to the same Billy Idol song on repeat. Your car's here. We could probably go out to his car and play it right now.
I know it.
Start the engine.
The CD melted.
It just
And that,
today.
ladies and gentlemen, is how I treat my friends and keep them in my life. A figure drawing by Rich
A
Teru
figure drawing by Rich Teru.
of Lee.
Lovely. He was here last week, so we just got it started. And it's what's your opening bid?
Oh, and it's funny because Rita was here and Rita asked us about short poses and long poses.
Yeah.
And I thought we were going to start doing a long pose. So I grabbed this canvas and I just started prepping it. And then somebody goes, okay, so 2 minutes. So I was like, oh, it's not really a 2-minute canvas. So I did fire this one out pretty quickly. And,
It's so good.
my work doesn't get better with time. My best work happens in the first 10 minutes. And then we do this 2-hour event where I'm like faking it for an hour and 51 minutes.
It's a charade. Just kidding. What's your opening bid?
$5.
$5.
Only because it's on a canvas that would cost me $15 to replace.
It is beautiful.
I don't think that's a $15 canvas.
It's good. It's a
Okay,
good
let's do it. $5 right there.
$5. Do I hear $10?
Yes, you do.
$10.
do 15.
$15. Whoa! This is unprecedented.
I've sold paintings for $15 before.
No,
Thank you
it
very
just-
much.
It's just like the back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
20.
$20.
25.
This is so fun.
This is really.
This
this
my
is
heart
really-
is just.
Yeah, really
You
helping.
can die
me
happy
right
right
now.
now.
We've had a few slow weeks.
You can tell. $20. $25.
So I guess I have to make it 30. Just,
Oh my gosh.
Because
My heart can't even take.
$30 going once. $30 going twice. $30 going 3 times, and because we have bidders online at 9:10, you have a, what is it, a 5-minute lag or a 10-minute lag?
I thought there was a cat in here.
Kelly wants to know if she can bring her gorilla suit and join me. And Felix will be joining me in a miniature gorilla suit. I keep hoping that Jessie will decide she wants a gorilla suit one day. And we could have a gorilla parade for sure. Do you want to start doing that? She'll get you. I've always wanted to get the pink gorilla suit.
You need a few bananas, I think.
Yeah,
We wouldn't be together if it wasn't for that gorilla suit.
that's true.
There was a
Actually,
moment there 10 years ago when my ex-wife said, if you buy a gorilla suit, we're getting divorced. And I just ordered a gorilla suit. I had no idea she didn't want me to have a gorilla suit. It was a starting point. We're still good friends.
we're so good friends. Okay, so this one is at
$30.
$30. Okay, to Georgia.
Georgia?
Okay, here, there's more here.
And did you write the time down, Galen? Or you're not interested in that game? We have a 10-minute lag because Richard from Illinois doesn't always get the. Richard from Illinois.
Richard, this is for you.
So write the time down now. It's
Yeah.
9:11.
So Lee is, he's
Hey, that's a pretty good sidekick.
right.
Yeah, I was impressed.
He
with
held
his
it for like
stuff.
it was a 5-minute
What?
pose.
Yeah, there's a chair. His foot was on a chair.
That doesn't matter.
That's
He did nod off a few times because we're all a little rusty. I was like, "Hey, Lee, let's do some short poses." He's like, "No, I'm good for the long ones." And then his head started bobbing. I'm like, "Lee, you all right? You all right?" He's like, "Oh yeah." But you know when people are napping and they don't want to be caught napping? He was napping hard.
so opening bid
$1.
$1 opening bid.
That's sidekick.
If it doesn't go for $1, I don't mind putting figure drawing on the
This yeah it can,
text and putting it in the window.
it can turn into a poster. It's $1 and this one is super cool too. Rich did we did a clothed one.
Is that
on canvas?
Yeah,
It's
this is on.
canvas that
It's
comes
on.
in a it's a
like
pad
a
of
pad,
canvas.
yeah.
And they sit so flat. It's like nicer than paper.
Yeah.
Almost as nice as a stretch canvas. But when you just rip off a piece of canvas, sometimes it's not that much of a thrill. These sit so incredibly flat that you almost don't
Because
want
it's
to frame them.
pre-primed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Pre-primed flat canvas.
What's your opening?
Oh,
bid on
Richard
this?
Cox is with us, and he bid
We're just not even paying attention to the bids coming in.
$10 for the first one.
The first one.
The little one, I think. Is that correct? If
Richard?
the one I offered for $1 went for $10, if that happened all night, that'd be amazing.
Is it $10 for
Is-
that one?
we're asking. Richard, is it this one? The small one? Is
The
this
first one?
because this is at 30.
First one's
This
30.
one's
Oh,
at
but that might be from a while ago.
this one's at 30 currently. This one opens at oh yeah, do you take a picture? All right. Good. Oh, good.
That'll be really easy to mail.
How much is the staff guy?
How much is the staff driver?
$5.
$5 opening bid.
$5.
$5. $10. This is so exciting. $15.
I love you guys so much. You have
I
no
know.
idea.
I'm really happy.
There are some nights when it's up at like $700 and I don't even care. And there's some nights when it goes for like $15. I'm like, I'm a winner! It's just a matter of like stripping your ego down to nothing and then getting
This is
back
really
into
our
it.
goal here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Rumble House.
There's nothing wrong with stripping your ego.
No, I'm saying it's good.
You said $10 for both.
$10 for both together?
Hey, are you guys coming to figure drawing tomorrow? First one's free.
Jesus.
When did you guys start doing figure drawing again?
Yesterday.
Just like yesterday. Like a last week.
Thursday.
Yeah, actually last Thursday, because the Thursday before I just modeled, I was just like, okay, let's try it. Let's see who comes. And there's like 4 people that always came to figure drawing before. They're like, hey, we're like, what? You came back? And then we're like, And so yeah, we did it last
We
Thursday.
voted on it. We created a new structure.
Yeah, we like talked it out.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And what time is it at again?
7
till
to
9.
9. Yeah.
It's $20 drop in. If you can't afford $20, that's totally fine. Just let us know what that's our
Yeah.
our guide because we raised the price for the model.
We're
as
paying the
well.
model more, yeah, because of inflation. Everything we haven't had models for like 3 years now. I guess we were like asking what the going rates were. Okay, so
Okay, so Richard yellow. He said yellow and yes. How can that be?
they're red. Are you watching the right Wednesday?
Yellow?
Why am I whispering to you?
I don't know.
Maybe he wrote yes and it got turned into yellow.
Yellow.
Like
Yeah,
that.
maybe.
I think
Okay.
so. Okay, so we're gonna call this one $10.
Yay!
This is an international sale. Pretty happy about that one.
That's Richard.
Yeah, and that one doesn't have a bid.
Yes.
Oh, it does have a bid? What's the bid for that?
15.
$15 going once.
Ooh, for her.
$15 going twice. $15 going 3 times.
Shane.
And oh, ding.
A&E?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
We got
This. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was
Perfect.
that was scary for a second there, right? Oh no! Oh no!
Okay. Do you think he is dead? He's aight. I'll show at home and then I'll show you guys here because it is super cute. So this is by Alvin and I broke it.
Alvin?
I fixed it. Oh, here we can pass this around. The details are so beautiful. So it's $10 for both of them. Okay, so you can pass them around.
Oh, for,
$10 for both of them.
oh,
Are
the
they both
magnets
the
on the
same?
page.
Sorry. They're
$10.
different pieces, same artist.
Okay.
Alvin.
And then they see, I think they said $10 for both.
Okay,
Yeah.
You can use this one, this the other one.
You could say dead and fixed
Okay.
for both. Like if you're titled.
I'll
And
do
fixed.
15
I'm
right away.
15 for both of them? Fun! Shane got 15 for both of them. And are they magnets on the back?
Yes, they're her
That is
magnets.
so fun!
So cool.
yes! Yes! That is Fridge art! So
Darn, I'm done school.
they're currently at
Good on the whiteboard.
$15.
I mean, you're done. And how many years you got left?
Take care. Nice seeing you, Zach.
Exactly.
How to make someone cry.
Hey, Zach. Thank you so much for that invitation on the weekend. It really meant a lot to me.
It's open. It remains open.
Fun.
Thanks for telling me where to take my bike.
Yeah. Everyone wins. Okay.
What's it called when I ask my display?
Okay.
So the thing doesn't ding properly if the auto lock is on. So I turned my auto lock off during the rumble, and then I got busy this week. And because my auto lock was off, I swear to God, I pocket dialed like 40 people all week. I was kind of done in school and just tidying up my art room, so I was like talking to myself and acting weird, cleaning my room. Like Ben Gunn style. I don't know if you've read Treasure Island, but like kind of like pre Gollum.
Regal.
It's speaking to us. It is. It's speaking to us. And I pocket dialed everybody while I was acting weird. Like,
This is by Georgia.
Georgia,
Garden fence art. Lilies.
Georgia.
$20 opening bid. It is sprayed and ready to put
Let me
outside.
see.
It is so beautiful.
Can I buy this and hang it in your art gallery?
Hang it in your art gallery. Georgia has a beautiful outside art gallery, so everyone in Wildwood can enjoy the beautiful artwork.
Mm-hmm.
I think she wants other people to start their own.
Oh, that's a good idea. We don't have a fence. We kind of have a fence.
We're allowed to hang things on it. We got in trouble.
Right.
Right. Right. We get in trouble all the time.
Are you gonna come join us?
I'm just,
Come sit in the chair.
I gotta go see.
So opening is $20. So beautiful. Huh?
I might have to take it home.
Oh yeah, if you want, you can definitely. We'll see if anyone else wants to start their own. This is a beautiful little piece. So this is by Randy. It's potted plants in the sun vacationing. Oh, it's a beautiful piece for tonight. So it's silver and metallic-y. I hope you guys can see it at home, and I'll show people here. But it's metallic-y and beautiful watercolors and inks. Oh, I have to check how much it is. Can you hold it and show the people here? And I will. Chris, so this is from Randy, and Anne Christine dropped it off tonight.
And this is, I think, blacklight reactive as well. It's fun how like we've all started doing blacklight. These are nice legs. We bought 2 pieces off of Peter Biggity.
Oh yeah.
And
Minimum is $5.
where are the 2 pieces
Oh,
by
right there. I put the humble up, and I didn't know if you wanted to
Can
humble.
we show these to? There's a few people
Sure.
like is it Janet that often is interested in Peter's pieces?
Tina. Yeah.
Can you email these out? So there's this piece here, and there's a passage on the back.
Who's that by?
By Peter.
Peter Biggity.
I
This
love
piece here.
these too. The bear symbolized
And we don't normally do this, but we purchased them in advance because he needed
He's
using a
moving,
jam.
right?
Yeah.
Like he's moving.
What's the
So
first one called?
humble
Okay.
and bear.
And what are they?
So to not get
I put 50
to not lose
opening.
opening bid $50 for either one of these. Are you tapping?
I didn't know.
That's a good idea for the live feed.
So the people at home feel like they're part of it. They can hear my tap tap.
Only 60 on Humble.
This one?
60.
Yeah.
That also
Beautiful.
helps us out
That's
a lot.
so sweet. So look, this is so beautiful. He this is the detailing. So he does really beautiful color work and then really gorgeous ink line drawings too. He's a really lovely artist.
And then we're gonna put this one away for next week.
Yeah, that sounds good. Cool. So it's currently at $60.
That one?
Yeah. And what's your name?
Tanner.
Tanner. Thank you, Tanner.
And the bid on the garden one was 20, right?
Yeah, $20.
I'll do 20 on that one. Too.
20? Thank you. So this one's currently at $60 for humble.
$65 to Tina
For which one?
for humble.
Oh, it's
I think. Let's just. Did you say you sent it to her? Or is she just watching?
I didn't. I think she's watching.
Oh, that was intuitive. So
Let's look though. There's another bid.
$50 on the bear pot. No, Kelly, we're gonna do the bear pot next week. So
It's okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay because we want to make sure we. Yeah, that's really lovely.
So what's it at?
Currently 70.
Yeah, I'll do 70.
70 to Tanner. Okay. Currently 70. If you would like to bid, text 403-629-7424. Can you tell her? Oh, yeah. If she's watching, she knows it's at 70 now.
Yeah, I just sent it in case she
Is the
blinks.
ti- is the time up on the black?
Yeah. yeah.
I got $75
Yeah. It's up.
Yeah.
to Tina.
Yeah.
And can I go? for
80.
and-
Do you need change?
I don't think so, because was it 30?
It's 30, yeah.
Okay, can I trust you to, not put
Well,
this
I'll
in your
probably
own
take it home, but I
He always
bring it back.
texts us. So he's like, I still have the cash in my pocket. But
That bid is currently at $100.
what happened?
She went to 100.
Okay. This one jumped to
Thank you.
100.
120.
Oh, I'm excited. Honestly.
Pocket change.
Yeah.
Emergency sketch.
So beautiful.
I mean, really,
120.
it's a pretty great feeling.
Yeah.
I like that.
And
It's really beautiful. Yeah, the line work in it is so lovely, and the colors so
Yeah.
beautiful. You'll
And
have
like-
a non-stop
Yeah.
sunset.
I love that.
140 says Tina.
Ooh.
150.
150 he says.
Oh, Gregory's online. Hello.
Which Greg? Oh,
You
Gregory.
pass.
Gregory.
Yeah.
Did you see Gregory? We have to go see him. I think I still might need to sign something. I'd be seriously negligent if I hadn't signed what I said I was going to sign. Is there a painting? I think he might have framed it, and then I was worried about unframing it to sign it.
So this one's opening at $5. This lovely watercolor. It's so beautiful. It's by Randy. So Randy's out on the Sunshine Coast of BC. She mails in her work. Anne Christine, her sister, brings it in. And we often mail out pieces because she often is buying pieces from the auction as well. So it's super fun. Mail friends. This is a super sweet little piece by Theo. He was making art with us online today.
What's it called?
This one is Strange Sky.
Yes.
How much?
$50 opening day. $50. And actually, there's a couple by him. So this one, yeah, this one's just a sweet little one. It's framed so heartily.
So
And then- Can
Theo
you grab the
started
other
making
one?
artwork in the late 60s. He kept all of his artwork and he sold most of it through us. He donates all of his pieces to the gallery.
This
And
is
Jess and I work here for free and donate all of our work. Theo also, there's a handful of people that just make artwork and
Actually,
donate it here.
Georgia donates all hers.
Georgia donates
Theo
all hers.
donates all his. They're so sweet souls.
That one.
This one has a 5-sentence title.
Can I see?
Red
Frank?
building on hill, linear cloud occluding, linear rainbow cloud, quizzes abound. This was super fun. So he makes these, there's like little worlds in his, he makes like, it's really fun.
Okay,
So
so,
that one's 75. This one's 50 and that one's 75 opening.
Tina, if you're listening, the current bid you have, who has it?
For this one.
150, Tanner.
150 to Tanner going once, 150 to Tanner going twice, 150 to Tanner going 3 times, and just because it's an online auction, we're going to give her 10 minutes starting at 9:27 to 9:37. It's yours for 150. I saw the ellipses come up and then disappear, so I think you got it. My son, he was here tonight. I don't know. Maybe you guys know about this GIF. It's a GIF that looks like the ellipses.
Oh no, that's
yes,
a mean.
That one's dirty.
That's a mean print.
That's mean.
So it looks like your kid's texting you all night long. And he's dying somewhere.
No, that's so horrible.
I think that one's quite funny.
Yeah. Or like here for the auction, it's like they might be bidding. Alox was here tonight. We also knew him as Panda. He makes beautiful pandas. The opening for this one is $30, and it's on a really nice panel.
I'll do 30.
30 to Shane. 35. Lots of different personalities.
Oh, and Anne Christine's all proceeds go to Rumble.
All from Randy's too. Thank you, Anne Christine. This is just space supported by a whole bunch of people.
Kelly
that-
bid $40 on the pandas.
Oh, Kelly bid $40 on the pandas.
Tina bid $160 for the
60. 170.
Ooh. So people at home that bidding this one is currently at 170. And the pandas are, did you say 40 to Kelly?
Pandas are 40 to Kelly. Yes.
345.
45. What's your name?
Matt.
Matt? Thank you so much.
That was pretty cool.
And then look, there's this one too. Is a small one. He's a cute little panda behind a tree.
That was fun.
The opening is 50 for this. 15? 15 to Matt. On the small one by A-Lot. I really love his line work.
You fit 15?
Oh my gosh, is he holding a cute little piece of bamboo with his hand on the other side of the tree? Is that him
Yeah.
holding
Let's hope that's bamboo.
it?
Either that or it's a forked dick.
No, it's a plant. He's a shy panda and he's holding a snack.
I meant the truck for Richard.
Okay. Oh, do you want here? There's so many pieces. Should we put in the cowboy?
Sure. What's
Or
the
should we put
cowboy?
This one?
Why is that a cowboy? Oh, cow.
That's a cow. He's a boy.
Let's put that one in first.
Okay.
Yeehaw!
Why is he a cowboy? I don't.
This
see a
one's
hat.
actually, this one's pretty nice as a black light. And, I'm trying to break my black light habit. It's a weird addiction I've acquired. But sometimes I really put some thought into how the black light should work versus just like using it because it's fun. And this is a pretty neat. If I do say so myself, maybe I'm not supposed to tell you. Maybe I'm supposed to like let you make it.
Are you it's maybe. So this is
Right
what it
now, I'm thinking about the black light.
looks like.
Let's just turn this up for a second. So you ready for the black light experience?
Yo.
Ta-da! Now,
Yeah,
this
so
was actually
the
I
glow
was
is
screwing around
so-
with an art history piece, and I wanted to modernize it. So it was drawn very loosely based off of just this art history book that I tear up sometimes. And then I started drawing this girl, and it's funny because Jess and I walked across this bridge, it's 10th Street Bridge, and looking into Kensington. Obviously, it's not photorealistic; it's more like an abstract dream. But I had a lot of fun making it, and I sat down. You can kind of tell when I'm sitting. Oh, I can, anyways, from my work.
Yeah,
This is a
I
sitting
love the
piece versus-
details on the water and the detail of the lamplight is so beautiful.
Okay, $20 on the small panda, and Kelly's got $40 on the big panda. Is that correct?
It's
Big-
40. Big one's at
panda's
45.
Oh, okay. So Kelly, the big one's at
Big
45,
panda's at 45 to Matt.
and Kelly put $20 on the small one.
The small one is at $20 now to Kelly. What was your opening bid for this lovely lady?
$5.
$5. Looking.
And it's on the really, really nice pre-stretched, pre-gessoed canvas. And I will, with this, I will find a reference to the cute art history piece I was working from. It was a few ladies looking over the edge of a balcony in the Renaissance. So
That's
there's
nice.
nothing Renaissance about this other than sometimes I'm just like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll rip off something from art history, and it's a great place to start.
Oh my gosh, there's the cutest conversation happening between Randy and Christine
Yeah.
and Ingrid.
That's really nice.
They're 3 sisters, and one lives in BC, one lives in Ontario, and then Aunt Christine lives here. And they're all watching. And then, yeah, I'll show Randy's piece again. That is so cute. So, sorry, who bid? Matt. Beautiful. Matt bid $5? $5. Currently at $5.
What's funny? Did you dress up to match this?
I didn't even, but
Just get the same shorts on.
I'll do 10.
10.
Are you guys bidding against each other? That's when things get really heated around here. Actually, the best is a Tinder date. People bid.
Yeah.
Now, even better than a Tinder date would be like Okay, so there was this one time. I don't think I've ever told anybody this story before.
I'm just gonna show this to
Can I
this.
tell you a funny story?
Yes, you can
Or are
tell
gonna
me.
just
No, you don't.
I'm Shane Tattered Man.
Oh,
So there was one time, Jess doesn't even know this, but and I joke about people on Tinder dates or people moving in together, or Jess and I live together and we bid against each other all the time. There was one time when I knew for a fact that this couple was getting divorced and they hadn't spoken to each other yet. And it was because while they're painting, the lady is like, "Oh yeah, well, I think I'm going to leave this guy." And we bought a piece last week. We don't know whose it is yet. And then later on in the night, the guys, this girl's driving. Like, so they both had confided in. This was at Gorilla House. Yeah, they both had confided in me that they were getting a divorce, and that everything they bought, they're sort of like,
Divvying up.
well, not so much divvying up, but like, how can I word it?
Dibsing, yeah.
Claiming dibs.
Yeah, claiming dibs.
If we ever did split up, like this was mine, right? Like just say it's mine, and then like it's in our house, but let's just say it's mine.
Like it goes without saying that you'd probably get the Art Blakey and
The paintings,
no, the
records.
yeah.
Like,
We can't even talk about
we're not splitting up.
that. But that's
We would
crazy.
stay together for the records.
That's true. That's true.
Is this the reference? No.
Whoa, Gina just
But
found a new.
so similar in structure. That is not the reference. I can tell you this, and I'm not proud of this. First of all, I forget the artist's name, which I usually don't. But second of all, I have a couple of the same books or the same versions of the books, and there are art history books that are alphabetical. And what I like about it is you're looking at the artwork out of context of time and genre, and just alphabetically going by the name of the artist. And it jostles things in a way that you kind of get to see things new. Kind of like when you hear a song a million times on your playlist, but then you hear it on the radio and it's fresh. So, Gina, I can tell you the artist's name starts with A, B, or C because I haven't gotten that far into the book. It's like a book, and it's actually a really neat book. But what happens is I teach art, and when I have a kid that doesn't know, like if they're stuck and feeling stubborn about being stuck, what I'll do is I'll pull them aside, I'll hand them an art history book, and I'll say, find me a picture that you don't hate. And they'll flip through it and flip through it, flip. Finally, when they find a picture they don't hate, I'll tear it right out of the book. And then that creates this bond for the student that, like, you destroyed a book. Well, I'm going to destroy all these books. I have a pile of discard books that I saved. And sometimes I take the pictures out and I stick them on the wall. Sometimes I take them out and I give them to the kids. But it's such a stretch for them to see a page ripped out of a book. And then I give them the piece to draw from, and then they don't usually even copy it. They just use it as inspiration. But I told that whole story with my hands.
Yeah.
When then you put the paint in it. Sometimes it's like you don't want to hear my stories.
I heard all of your story, and
Many
I thought this
times,
was a good time to.
No, because I was using my hands the whole time.
I think your story gets across with.
I feel so bad. What would make me feel better though is somebody bid on one of my pieces.
I'll do 15 on the bridge.
I was just kidding. Were you responding to my guilt trip?
No,
We weren't even paying attention.
I was actually thinking the guilt trip would cost me sales rather than.
I love it. It's like I like the metallic too, and the magic. I like that Rumble House is a huge building in this.
That's that actual intersection we go through all the time. You know where that
No,
is?
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I have a tendency to
It's-
rename all the buildings. $20 for bridge piece to
Rishma.
Rishma. Thank you. We have some that timed out, right? Can we just talk about this? Which one's timed out? Hold on. My phone's really buzzing now. Okay, did this have a bid?
The staff.
Okay, that one's done. And then
Shane.
this one did not have a bid, or did
Yeah,
it?
I
That
think.
was your international set.
Yeah, that was to
Okay.
Richard.
And that one's done.
Thank you for paying attention.
And what else? What else did we time out? Did this get timed? I don't think we timed this out, did
yeah,
we?
I think we did.
It's basically, yeah,
Okay, good.
because it was 9:30. So
So
939.
Who is it at?
you bid
Tanner.
170.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That one. And then what else had
What
it?
about Alvin?
Alvin's. What was the bid?
15?
$15 going once, $15 going twice, $15. Did you see that? I already put 2 up when I started. So $15 going 3 times. And you got a few minutes to
Yeah,
make
that's
it stop.
timed out. Yeah.
That's timed out.
Yeah.
And then did this get a bid?
20 bucks.
$20. So going once, twice, 3 times. I think that one's timed out.
So for Alvin, it was. Do you think he is dead?
Do you want to put a
Oh, you
time
put
on
15
this one?
Oh, you put up 15 of both. Oh, okay.
Well, some,
Yeah.
is it?
It
It was for both.
It was for both.
For both, yeah. It was together.
What is this
Sorry,
bid at?
Galen.
$15?
Both.
For both together.
$15.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was
You're ignoring
unclear.
me.
Sorry.
$15?
For this
Are you
one?
mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
Mm,
I was trying to
no.
finish one thing.
$15 going once, $15
No, it's
going
not
twice.
$15.
$20 going once, $20 going twice, $20
Dude.
going 3 times. Tanner, right?
No.
No, it
someone
was
that
six
called
times.
in.
Or Rishma.
Rishma.
You got that text.
And then
I'm
you.
stealing your
The
phone.
time is. What does the time say there?
9:41.
9:31. 10
41.
minutes till bid
Four. One.
the bridge over troubled water.
Brit.
What?
10 minutes over it.
I just called it bridges.
do 25.
25 for the
Yeah.
bridges.
I'll do 25 on bridge.
25 on the bridge.
Gina bid 35.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, all right.
Gina.
Gina.
Okay.
Gina.
Hope I spelled
There's
that
a
right.
lot happening.
Let's put this one in.
Yeah.
This is a funny thing. Can you untap? So
Here, I'll take the tab.
I painted this painting of the Minotaur. I have an attachment to the baby Minotaur, and that took exactly an hour. And I finished. I was like, oh wow, that was exhausting. Must be the auction soon. I had an hour left, and so then I just grabbed this sheet and I started tinkering on it. And so I know I did this in 26 minutes because I started. it at-
Rishma bid $40 for the bridge.
Okay, doesn't she have it already?
No, Gina.
Okay.
No.
And then this piece, I just did it in exactly 26 minutes because I thought I spent an hour on my Minotaur, and then I thought I spent another hour. And this one's pretty comfortable. I like it a lot. And strangely enough, my son said he liked it, and he's moving out soon. So you're totally happy to buy it off of my son. But I'm going to start the bid of this one at $25 just in case, because if it doesn't go for $25, I'd rather just give it to Oliver. But if I could get $25 for it, I would put that towards rent for the gallery. But that's not pressure to buy it. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I started one of them at $1, which is an indication it won't be crushed if it doesn't get a bid. And I'm starting this one at $25, which is actually saying, like, don't bid on it unless you want it. Like, I don't want a pity bid on this one is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that those are pity bids. Sometimes they feel like it though, right? Like
You're doing
sometimes you do this piece.
I'll do 25.
Okay, that makes everything so much simpler. $25 going once.
You
$25
will
going
literally
twice.
just keep talking. Yeah.
That's a shame.
I got this weird taste of rubber in my mouth. Why do I taste Adidas? Going twice, going 3 times, $25 for a 26-minute painting. Actually, most of my best paintings are the 26-minute paintings. This reminds me of the one I did
It's
of
really
Elijah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
So that one.
Should we? Do you want to time out Aloxis?
It locks.
Let me see.
You know, we did. We timed this out. I think so.
I don't think.
What's the current bid?
Sorry, Galen. We're really
942 is what I got.
Okay, what is the
$45, Matt?
$45? So
Got
if you
8
want
minutes
it,
time
you
off.
got 10 seconds.
And then the small one is $20 to Kelly.
nice.
At least that's what I got.
So, and those are both timed out.
Well, they got 8 minutes.
Wow. I mean, like we put a time on it. We're doing good tonight.
Yeah,
Well,
we might be a little tired.
And Christine, no, Theo's piece did not sell. This one is opening at 50 for this small, beautiful piece called Strange Sky. And this one is opening at 75. Is it beautiful? Ah,
is wide angle.
And this beautiful piece by Randy is opening at $5, and all proceeds go to the house. Thank you.
So, just read a book called Proud You. It's written by, I don't know if is he a friend or a mentor or
A king.
kind of the king of our castle. Jess and I met this guy, Alexander Elliott, on Venice Beach. And he's meant so much to me in so many different ways, but his daughter sent us all of his books, and one of his books was called Proud Youth, and it really affected me. But also, at a different point in my life, when I was reading his book, in his other book about myths and gods, he had talked about the Minotaur. You guys know the story of the Minotaur? Yeah, so Zeus had come down to visit the queen in the form of a white bull, and they did some stuff, and then later on she had a child, and the child had the head of a bull. And what you don't always hear is that the child version of the Minotaur was so ugly they couldn't look at him, so they threw him into the labyrinth, and he grew up and ate monsters. But I have this weird sense that reminds me of my childhood. So I always have, this is probably maybe my 5th or 6th painting of a child version of the Minotaur. And in this painting, he's kind of brought you some skulls and things as gifts, but he's sort of starting to realize, oh shit, I did it again. When your cat brings you a dead, lizard as a gift or something that's this is that moment where the Minotaur is kind of I brought you stuff. Oh, I brought the wrong stuff again. And kind of feeling bad for himself, but also just a little child. And,
I will get this.
Kelly bid $25, and I will accept that bid. I was going to start the bid a bit higher, but Kelly bid $25.
We also got a bid for 40 to Mark.
Mark who? For the Minotaur?
Yeah, on the Minotaur.
That's nice.
There's multiple texts that came in.
Okay.
So the Minotaur is currently at $40.
And this is kind of dorky. Can you hold it for a second? Because, like I said, I'm trying to get away from my blacklight.
Kelly bid 50.
I just so happen to use the black light in the non-black light manner, meaning that there should be no novelty to this being under black light, but it shouldn't hurt. The bridge painting's meant to look funky with the black light on. This one but the reason I'm doing this is I do all the black light painting in my head, and then it's just kind of
The metallic even looks so nice.
It's kind of a fun thrill for me to see if it looks the way I expected it to. So.
Ooh.
So that'll keep you up at night.
That's a little freaky.
That was excellent.
So they're pretty subtle skulls, the piles of skulls under his butt. And this is so fun for me because it's a totally different experience into the blacklight. I actually I painted a painting at school this year and I donated it to the school. And it's pretty sweet under the daylight. It's kind of special in the glow in the dark. And then if you put the black light on it, it's a little bit over the edge. So I didn't tell them that the painting I donated to the school was black light reactive, but one day, if it ever happened that a blue light was shined in that room, they'd get quite a shock. So a little surprise there. Okay. What's the name of the mark that bid on the Minotaur? Do you have a last name?
Mark. No, I don't.
Just random mark?
Mark, but now Kelly bid 50. Did Peters, everything's all good? Finished?
Who's Peters?
Finalized?
We sold one of Peters and we're going to put the other one of Peters in next week.
Perfect.
We kind of took a risk on Peter because we paid out what he needed ahead of time.
Yours is done.
And so there's a good chance we might lose money on Peters, but I think we did okay.
Okay, so Kelly has the Minotaur at 50 currently. So Kelly makes cute little altered bears. So she wires on the topic of keeping you up at night. So happy little guys. These ones are in love. Snow leopard is Yuki and the tiger is Angel. Love never dies. Together forever. $71 as the set. So they're wired up. They got their cute little. If you want to wear the flower in your hair, you can take it from the poor little tiger, and then you can keep. Rich says it's pretty cute that they could be like your security cameras in your car or something. That would be pretty cute.
You're gonna do this.
Okay, here. And they're very soft and very cute. $75 to Mark.
Which one?
For those
I
guys.
just hope it's Mark Vasquez. That made me so happy.
Maybe
I think he's on an airplane right now. So I don't think he's my favorite Mark, but not to say that all the other Marks aren't my favorite.
Is it a C mark or a K mark?
It's K. Mark with a K. Like
We
park?
were driving
No.
down the street and I made some snotty comment and Jess said the funniest thing with Brandy with an I, and I'm not even gonna put it into context because when we're being funny, it's like shocking to people, but we're driving around being judgy of like, you really did wreck that chair, eh?
Okay.
I couldn't understand why she kept making such a big deal about wrecking the chair, but like this chair is like
It'll buff out.
I think we could erase it.
I said we should just use a lot of fixative and seal it in.
I'm sure a steam cleaner could clean it. Be a good test. You make an
It
ad.
takes us like 12 minutes to read.
It would actually, it would take like 10 minutes. We just cut it and staple it one piece.
Yeah, it's just like we refurbished all of these chairs in
Maybe you
about
should
an
draw
hour
on
and
it.
20 minutes.
I like the gold paisley.
Would you like to keep
The
one?
gold paisley super nice.
Do you want to bid on a chair?
Stamp. Yeah, that's tempting. I don't think it'll fit.
Honestly, like people just
Opening
keep
bid
like
$10 for the. There's actually a
They're-
set of three.
They're really
It's
good for taking
the only
down
chairs in
doors.
this room that are not unique is that I made three of the gold and black ones.
so.
This is your chance.
While you're thinking
I
about
always wanted a kitchen chair.
about
I
your
did. The one
chair.
you brought me is my favorite chair in the world,
It's true. Use it every day.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah.
So
and it's my kitchen chair.
these pieces are by Dusty, so she makes them on her loom. And these ones are called Surf's Up. They are 90% cotton and 10% bamboo.
How much are the opening bids?
$20 for the pair. And this is my funny story. She gifted us a pair a while ago, and then I was afraid to use them because I was like, they're so precious. I can't use them. They're too beautiful.
Yeah.
And then I used one the other day.
And she's like, "Oh my god,
They're
these are
the best tea towels
ever."
ever!
And I'm like, "We've had those for like 2 years."
And then Dusty's like, what?
How do you spell? What is it called?
Surf's Up?
Oh, surf's up.
Sorry, Surf's
I thought
Up.
it was the name of a
I'm
fabric or something.
slurring my words the
Let's
next
do it.
time.
Surf's up.
So nice set.
Kelly
here.
bid $30 on Dusty's towels, and I think Kelly's been outbid on everything tonight. Does Kelly have a win?
She's got so far. She's got.
The little panda?
Well,
Oh, she does
it
have the
hasn't
little
timed
pen.
out yet, but
Some nights I feel like. Do you ever feel like there's nights that like just somebody feels like they're being picked on?
she's
Like
got 50
Kelly
bucks
gets
on
bid, then she
Cowboy.
gets outbid, and then Kelly bids, and then she gets outbid. And then...
Cowboy is at 75 now.
Is it?
Yeah.
For who?
Mark.
Mark.
That was the Mark with the
Mark
K
with a
conversation.
Oh, I put that down as a snow leopard.
Galen has been
Welcome to
helping
the
us
last
for
night
like
of the Rumble House.
Just give me all your cash.
Can I please tell the story?
You can
about
tell the story. You love that story so much.
the last night of the Gorilla House? You're not going to start showing artwork if I tell
No,
it because
I'm
it's a
just-
hand story.
I'm
as
gonna
well.
have a seat. Yeah, I'm gonna have a seat.
So Jess and
Gonna
I
get
work here for
handsy
free,
again.
and we work for free. And actually, at the original Gorilla House, I had a system where you could either rent a studio space or put in studio hours and pay off your studio space.
Right.
And Jess ended up working 40-hour weeks at the studio space the summer we opened and renting a space. And she was so supportive. And But Jess and I have always put all of our artwork into keeping the gallery open. Don't take any money out of it. All of our savings, we really, between myself, my two sons, and Jessica, if the four of us worked at Starbucks instead of here, we could have bought 2 Mustangs and a Corvette for what we put into this space. Now, it so happened that we had 1 week's notice till the end of Gorilla House. This is in our last building. And I opened the space with $600 in the bank, and I just needed to make $9,000 in 2 months, or else I'd be in a lot of trouble. So I gave a check for $9,000 for the first 3 months, and I needed to make the money in the first 2 months. And then at the end of that August, I had to decide whether I was going to be there for a year or not, and that meant I had to write another check essentially for $60,000 when I had $9,000 in the bank. So I rented Gorilla House for an entire year, and then when the lease ran out, we went month to month, which was great. But then we got like last minute notice on the 18th. It was our last Rumble. We found out that night at 7 o'clock that it was going to be our last Rumble. And it was like minus 40. It was just frigid, and it was right before Christmas. So I put a notice out saying, okay, bad news. We lost the gallery space. We're having our last Rumble tonight. But the good news is we don't have to make rent next month. So if you really need the money, come into our last Rumble and you can keep your sales. If you have to, you can keep 100% of your sales. And so we started at the Rumble, and I told everybody in the crowd, like, this is really important. If you really need your money and you need to keep your sales, just let us know before we sell the piece. Okay, so we must have sold like 50 or 60 pieces that night. And the idea that they would come up and announce whether they needed to keep the money or not would have affected how much, because the people in the crowd were just throwing everything they had at us. And I think we made more money that night than we had probably the previous 6 months. So in the middle of the night, Galen comes over, he's kind of ghost white, and he's like, hey, look, I need to go to the bank again. I'm like, what do you mean you need to go to the bank again? And he's like, well, because we're out of change. I'm like, how could we be out of change? Well, because every single person that came in that night came up and sold their piece, but then when they went to go cash out, quietly said to Galen, oh, and I would like to keep all the money. So where we usually had money coming in and going out at the same time, all the money went out in about 25 minutes. Galen went to the bank a couple times, and he gave all the money away. So at the end of the night, he's a couple $100. I don't even know how much short he's in on his own.
Personally.
And I think was it 1,500 or was it?
It was about 15, yeah.
Yeah. So we stood to, in a year and a half, make $1,500 profit for the whole gallery. And we gave it all away that night. And I don't know how much Galen's money he gave away because he's never told me. But I was so confused. I was like, no, nobody's, not one person here. I was like so impressed. Like, not one person here kept all their money. And Galen was like, everybody kept all the money.
Different design than here, so they were kind of like kitty corner to where I was, so
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what they were saying
Yeah.
when they went up.
Yeah. It was
Especially
a
when I
bigger
was surrounded
space.
by people trying to ask for their money.
But you turned to the bank twice before you
Yeah.
told us. And it was a pretty amazing night, and I never even slightly begrudged you. And I didn't want any money out of it anyways. And I was more worried that you put your own money into it. But that's a good story, right?
It is.
A good story.
We've timed out a few.
Okay.
if you want. So Shane's for yours, and Kelly's for Alox's cute panda.
Who's Shane? Which one is Shane?
No, Shane's
Right here.
piece.
Oh, Shane. Yeah.
And then Matt for Alox's other panda.
Perfect.
And
I think he thought
I think that's
that
it.
Shane's art piece, but Shane was the buyer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Um,
Also,
Bridges. So I have that.
The bridges
40
is timed out.
for
Okay.
Rishma.
hold on. Pause game.
What?
Unless there was
What is the problem?
somebody else after that.
Susie. Whoa.
And Cowboy.
Yeah, I think, you're right. 40 on the bridge. And then the cowboy.
Mark. That's what I have.
Okay, so this tea towel set is 2 of them. Kelly bid 30.
Yeah.
And then Gina bid 40 on this set of 4 napkins that Dusty made. So they're same. They're cotton and bamboo, and they're called lilacs and lavender
How much? again?
for $40 for 4 of them.
To Gina, right?
Gina, yeah. Yeah, so set of 4.
I'm spelling it right.
G-I-N-A.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's how I spell.
Yay!
It doesn't matter how you spell it.
Matters.
Oh, then it matters.
Then it matters. So, we
I
got
don't remember the name, but if I spell it right, it feels better.
There's a lovely shorebird. It is by Christine.
For sure.
For sure. For sure. I hope that guy's okay out there.
No, no one's okay.
No, it's okay. Oh, it's okay.
I
It's opening
can I tell you that, like,
$15.
we've just beat the worst record for forest fires ever, and it's June.
$15 is the opening bid for this
And then
lovely.
that sweet Greta
acrylic.
Thunberg came to Canada to talk to us about taking better care of the earth. And the Albertans drove their trucks to her and honked so she couldn't speak.
We're just gonna keep showing artwork.
You know she sailed across the Atlantic?
Yeah. This is an interesting piece. Also, evidence of a massacre.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So Ingrid bid $35 on the tea towels. Thank you, Ingrid.
How much?
35
I thought they were already at 4. Oh, tea towel.
tea towels. Poor Galen. I'm so sorry.
35?
Yeah, 35. So
Texas.
this is by Matt.
That drives me now.
This is, I saw the Warhol soup can too. It's
Yeah.
actually very cool.
Yeah.
And who's that by?
That one? That's
This one is Matt.
Matt.
He's quite famous, but sometimes we have
Oh, Matt.
famous artists who make the graffiti style artwork. and
No,
we don't-
Matt opens at
we
100.
don't make a big deal about their names and backgrounds in case the man comes to stick it to us.
Kelly
Oh, it's
bid.
by Matt. Jeez.
I am so
That's a-
sorry.
Fairly infamous
It's not
wall writer, so we're not going to give you a full name.
Kelly bid $40 on the tea towels.
Tea towels.
Man, baby.
I got a right tea towel beside this.
Working in a rail yard.
40?
$40.
Because I have it as surf's up. That's why I'm.
Surf's up. I am so sorry.
That's okay. It's not your fault.
Oh, just because the rail cars.
It
It could be all my fault.
40 for Kelly.
Kelly.
How was it?
I thought the biggest border
5'5".
like Labor Day.
Yeah,
I didn't get
to
I think that looks
This is the clock by Patty.
oh
Opening is 20.
Clock by who?
Patty.
Does it work?
Did we, and we mentioned 100 times we're doing figure drawing tomorrow?
I think it needs a volt battery.
The prices are 10% off and tax free. It's like tax free. I hate the government.
And how much is the clock?
Sorry. I'm so sorry. $20.
What time is it?
What time is it, Mr. Wolf?
Oh my gosh!
This piece is opening at $10. I like this guy.
Stretch.
Yeah.
And who's it by?
I don't know.
Let's see.
But it's opening at 10.
It's donated back, and I kind of have like the artist name on the tip of my tongue, but I can't
Okay,
really
If
remember.
this was donated back, it's a $10 maximum bid. You can have
Maximum
this
bid.
bid piece, $10. You're not bidding against anybody. First one to take it gets it, and it's a little piece of paper here. Did that come from the original artist?
Yeah.
Diver with
Awaiting just a random art. Bid starts at $10.
Just a random art.
Donated to us. Is that a weird noise at the front?
Okay. Well,
Do we need to spice things up a bit? Is it all good? Everybody's happy?
I think everybody's happy. There's these two pieces. They both start at $10 as well.
Would it be prudent, and I guess I would ask Kelly this first because I made an executive decision to sell Peter Biggety's pieces separately this week. Would it be okay with everybody if we put the other piece in this week, or should we wait till next week? I didn't screw anybody over in any way by separating them, or does that work? Let's see it.
I feel like next week, because it's 10 o'clock, we might
Okay.
be.
I sometimes like to reward people that stick around to the end.
Oh, that's true too.
So,
It's up to you. The other one went for one. What did it go for? 170.
170.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this piece in at $50 tonight. If you want to make a bid on it, you can. And this is kind of like we do better if we sold this next week. But I hope that this is like a nice prize. If any of you are still looking to bid, and we've run out of stuff. And so $50. Oh, is that a ding for that piece?
Kelly bid 50.
$50 to Kelly. And Kelly got her ass kicked tonight. So
No, she got a bunch.
She did
Did she?
good.
Okay.
Hey, this is gonna work perfect. Banquet's over shortly.
Banquet?
Yeah.
Oh, so you gonna pick the one?
I think we're pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this meeting. Yeah.
Did you want to? Are they all?
I think we're good.
Yeah?
Do you sing a song sometimes? Is that a thing?
I don't have an answer for
Whoa.
that. Is there something else I can
No,
help with?
stop yelling
Siri,
at
can you
me.
dance for me?
No. No, Siri, stop. Okay. Rich to your room. What would you like? I always think of nice ones when it's not rumble time.
Do you feel like singing some Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Mm,
Or is that too
No.
preachy?
no.
I think I got 2 for 15.
Let's see.
I always think of stuff on the week time. On the week time.
What number did you get?
1 for 15. Yeah.
How about Nirvana? Sing some Nirvana.
Oh yeah, okay.
So do you think he's alive and staff guy?
Yeah.
So is this?
This isn't really
It's like 24
Nirvana,
hours
but
after
Nirvana
it
covered
starts,
it.
and then after like 48 hours,
How are you? Good.
Yeah.
Okay, came just for
There's
the
Mr. Stricker.
song.
Hi. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good.
Okay. Came up for the wrap up. I'm gonna sing you a song.
You just made it for the end. Unless actually the only one that's still open is this piece here.
Holy.
Current bid is $50.
No, that's not a thing. No, that's not a thing. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I'd shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. In the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I'd shiver the whole night through. Her husband was a hard-working man, just about a mile from here. His head was found in the driving wheel, and his body never was found. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I'd shiver the whole night through. Nirvana covered that song. Okay. Well, that was a nice night. Thank you everyone for coming. We will help settle everything up, and can I help in any way? Do the
Looks good.
Most of the time, like,
Good $5 change.
Oh, I got lots of chances.
I'm gonna have $5
In your pocket.
I actually remembered.
He usually texts us on his way home like,